false prophets. And so Moses talks about, in verses 9 through 14, God is warning about the land Israel is going to enter, where he says, "There shall not be found among you anyone who makes his son or daughter pass through fire." I guess in some translations that can mean sacrificed in fire, killing your kids. I mean, that would be pretty heinous, wouldn't it? Or one who uses divination, or one who practices witchcraft, or one who interprets omens, or a sorcerer, or one who casts a spell, or a medium, or a spiritist, or one who calls up the dead. For whoever does these things is detestable to the Lord. And because of these detestable things, the Lord your God will drive them out before you. And you shall be blameless before the Lord your God. For those nations which you shall dispose, listen to those who practice witchcraft and to diviners. But as for you, the Lord your God has not allowed you to do so. So kind of a question, since we're not under the law, is it still okay to do things like listen to fortune tellers, tarot cards, Ouija boards, casting spells, talking to mediums? What about reading horoscopes? I like to call them that. Yes?
Showing your kids Harry Potter.
Well, that's, for anything promoting witchcraft. Yeah. So what do you think?
No.
Of course not. Absolutely.
The Lord is the same yesterday.
The same as today. Exactly. That's right. And this law is still absolutely in effect. So why? Well, the God, Lord wants us to listen to him. He wants to be our only source of truth. And we turn anything else, there's no telling who is the source of that information. So these false prophets would tell you that they represent God, but they don't. The prophets speak the truth of the Lord to us. So we need a true prophet that really speaks his word to us. And because the Lord loves to reveal himself to his people, that's why we need prophets. So why wouldn't God just speak directly to us directly? Well, the awesome power of God is terrifying to us sinners. We would be frightened to death. Luke talks about men's hearts failing them for fear when they see what's coming on the earth, and the Lord is more dreadful than that. And the book says perhaps a permanent feature that of God, that he is like a burning fire and his holiness can consume us. And that's exactly what verse 16, which we saw, is all about. So we have to go back to Exodus 20 to get a clearer picture of what Moses was talking about. So first of all, this was the third month, number 3, when they came to Mount Sinai, or Horeb. It's generally accepted that Sinai and Horeb are the same mountain. And God told Moses to prepare the people, consecrating them, because on the third day he would come down. And so he did. So in Exodus 20:18, all the people perceived the thunder and the lightning flashes and the sound of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. When the people saw it, they trembled and stood at a distance. Then they said to Moses, "Speak to us yourself, and we will listen, but let not God speak to us, or we will die." Is what they're saying there. And Moses said to the people, "Do not be afraid, for God has come in order to test you. And the fear of him may remain with you," the fear that they're feeling, "so that you may not sin." So, Moses is kind of introducing here we're just talking about this concept of fear of the Lord. John writes in his epistle that fear is a punishment. And it's a last resort to keep us holy. I learned in school that 3 main ways God motivates us is through reward, through love, and through fear. And that fear seems to be kind of like the last resort. Obviously, he'd rather reward us for a good behavior than chastise us for not following his word. So, but then fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, as it says in Proverbs. And I think because once you look at the perfect law and you understand it, the fear maybe drives you to go study it and understand it.